Everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Gil Trading Lab. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please like this video, share, and subscribe. So on today's video, I'm going to be doing a pre-session analysis on gold, and I'm going to start from the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, this is my swing structure. It's bullish. That is the bullish break of structure. That is the candle that closed above this high, confirming the bullish break of structure. So this is my strong swing low, and this is my weak swing high. Also within the swing leg, there's this internal structure, which is bullish. This is my strong internal low. So even the daily swing high is the daily internal high for me. But also, I'm happy to reset my internal structure if, let's say, price comes, breaks, and closes below this low. Then we'll have a strong high. I usually love, if it's internal structure, I usually want it to be close like this. If price overextends, and then we start to see internal structure forming within the pullback, then I usually reset my internal structure. So if price comes and breaks below this low, then this will be now my internal high, strong internal high. And I'll delete all this. So initially price pullback, we got this strong impulsive move, bearish move. Price mitigated the internal range, and after that also we got an impulsive move. But we can see when price was dropping, it broke this fractal low, confirming the bearish church. So it created, after that, price created this supply zone. This supply zone was the one that caused the bearish church, which price has pulled back to. And after mitigating it, we can see even this, it could hold. And also there is still cause for lower prices for price to mitigate internal demand that caused them eyeballs. So currently, since we've already had a significant pullback, a swing pullback, we could either see now price targeting the weak swing high, or maybe now this supply could hold and price could target this low. So now price could start forming the internal structure so we can get that deep swing pullback. And there's also this sell-side liquidity, and also we are expecting higher time frame, deeper swing pullback. So maybe internal could remain bearish, but expectation is this strong low to hold. So we could expect internal to shift bullish for price to target this weak high. That will take a lot of time. I'm just anticipating it. So currently, I'm expecting either this supply to hold, so we can price could target this demand below, or it could fail, so price could target the weak swing high. So that's all for the daily time frame. Let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, my swing structure is bullish. Let me move these annotations to the left, to the right, sorry. So if you want to see these annotations, you can join my Telegram channel. I usually post my pre and post session analysis there. The link is in my description. So my swing structure is bullish. This is my swing structure. This is my strong swing low, and this is my weak swing high. Within the swing structure, there's this internal range. So this is my strong swing internal high, and it's my 4-hour weak swing high, and this is my weak internal low. So we can see price, the daily fractal pullback is the 4-hour internal pullback. So we can see price has pulled back. We can see price has swept liquidity above this high. This is a strong high. It had broken this is a strong high. It had broken a fractal low, meaning it's a strong high. So price liquidated that high, and we can see also we got a bearish church plus also a flip. And also within this flip, we can see price, even at first it mitigated the flip. We got a PBL. This is PBL, sorry. So this we can see, let me delete this and draw it well. So we can see that is the PBL. We can see price mitigated it. We got a reaction. The reaction failed to break even this fractal high, and price came and broke and closed below the start of the reaction, confirming the flip. I really want to talk about that so that I can talk about here. But let me first complete with structure. So now that price has pulled back to mitigated demand, supply, sorry, the daily supply, and we can see the strong liquidation. Now it's now likely that price could target the weak internal low. So that is my expectation now. But also you can see there's this I structure which has formed here. We can see even price broke and closed above this high. So maybe this could be an internal pullback to this low, and then after that we can see price target this high. But for me, I usually don't like following internal structure. I usually just love following fractal, internal, and swing structures. So the reason why I follow, you see the main idea, which this is my thinking. The main idea is to trade the swing pullbacks and to catch the next swing legs. So if let's say this is the swing structure, so the main idea, even if you're following internal structure, is to just follow this internal structure to play the swing pullback. And once the swing pullback is complete, then I want to look for longs. You see now, following the internal order flow to play the swing pull to catch the next swing leg. So even in current, let me delete this. So even now, if I'm following this, it's playing the internal pullback, and what I want to play is the swing pullback. You see, this is the swing leg. I want to play the pullback to this strong low. So all I want to do is follow this internal structure to play the swing pullback, and once the objective is complete, and the internal also shifts bullish to signal the end of the swing pullback. Then I want to follow it, targeting the weak swing high. So I don't want to create my own ideas within the internal leg. All I want to do is follow internal structure to signal for me the start and end of the swing pullback. So after the sweep of the buy side liquidity and the order flow shift, so now we could say now that this order flow could be respected until price takes out the internal low, so we can get there. See now, if we're looking for shorts now, we are playing the deeper swing pullback. Also playing longs here is okay because we are playing because you can see price has we've already had a significant swing pullback. So after price pulled back, mitigated the swing range, even the discount prices, we can see prices in discount price was in the discount prices here. So looking for longs here, it's ideal because we're anticipating that the swing pullback is likely complete and price is likely now targeting the weak swing high. And also even now, if you're trying to look for longs here, you're trading against the mitigation of this supply. But I've already shown you all why I'm interested in looking for shorts is to play the deep swing pullback. So we can see price, was it yesterday? On Friday, price pulled back, mitigated the flip, this flip that flipped the PBL, and after that we can see the price targeted this fractal low. But from my precision analysis, I'd said it was ideal to look for shorts to target this fractal low, but we can see now price has already targeted that low, so we can look for if we get a confirmation to play longs, we can look for longs from the lower time frames. If you see, and then 15 order flow shift, we can look for longs to play the fractal pullback, and then once price pulls back to a relevant zone and we see M15 fractal order flow shift bearish, we can look for shorts targeting the weak fractal low, and so on to the idea is to play them to catch the next internal leg targeting the weak internal low. So that's all for the 4 time frame. Let's drop down to the M15 time frame. So on the M15 time frame, we are in a huge swing range. This is my swing range. So let me zoom in. Well, so this is my strong swing low, this is my weak swing high, and this blue line over here, this is the swing break of structure, the bullish swing break of structure. And even from the higher time frames, we understand that M15 has been bullish to facilitate the 4-hour internal pullback. So now that the objective is complete, we could see now, maybe now, a swing, the shift bearish. So price could now respect this internal structure to the weak, to the strong internal low, and we see the reversal. So since we are in a huge swing range, all I'm relying on currently is the price action that is forming in the pullback. So if price pulls back, let's say to this demand, extreme swing demand, I will not look for longs from it, for phase B long side from it. I will wait for it. It can be best if you wait for order flow shift to play longs, or what's best is you can wait for internal to shift bullish. So now you can clearly have a confirmation that this high is weak and price could likely target it. So we can look for longs targeting that high. So let me zoom into the current internal range. So we are also in the internal range. It's a huge internal range. So for shorts currently are facing to play the dip, swing pullback, and potentially the next for internal leg to catch the 4 internal leg. So we can see price has targeted and swept this low. It has failed to close below it, but that it's not confirmation that now that price will target this high, because it doesn't mean that this is a weak high because it has failed to break and close below this internal low. Price could pull back, mitigate something, and then come and we get the break of structure. Even it's not a must for price to mitigate anything. Price could still push down, and then we get the internal break of structure. So to get involved today for shorts, I'd really want to see the bearish boss. Sorry, I want to see the bearish boss. We see price break and close below this low, ideally even below this week, so we can confirm that truly this is a strong high. But also, if even it closes below here, this is still a strong high because it has caused an internal break of structure. So after price breaks and closes below the low, we'll have a strong high to short from. So I'll wait for price to pull back. If we will not have a session zone to short from, then I wait for the price to form a session supply, ideally with momentum, just the way I've drawn here, but it has drawn well with momentum. Then I wait for price to pull back to the supply. Then I drop down to my execution time frame. Then I look for my entry models. Then I short targeting the weak internal low. If you want also, you can follow the order flow to the weak internal low. Also, currently, you can still look for shorts if you want to be aggressive after you can trade from these supply zones, although they haven't achieved anything. We haven't gotten the bearish eyeballs, and also even after the sweep, it could be price has swept liquidity below this low, so price can target them. Even the idea of playing shorts currently is to play the deep swing pullback. Now that even price has pulled back to the AQ of the swing range, and we're expecting price to form the swing higher low, expectation is for price now to target the weak swing high. So even maybe now the sweep of this low could be now enough for price to form the next swing leg. So that is something to keep in mind. And also price is still sitting within this 4-hour demand. It hasn't failed. It can still hold, and price could target the weak swing high. Just the way I had said on the daily time frame, like price could now target it's now either we get the deep swing pullback, or it's either or we get no, or price to target the daily swing high, which is also the 4-hour swing high. So the shorts are the best way to get involved with shorts is if price breaks and closes below, so we can have a strong high to short from, or also because price is still, by the way, we are still within this internal range, this high and this low. So if but this can take a lot of time. If you can wait for price to pull back to this high, there's still unmitigated zones here. You can wait for price to pull back, sweep this buy sell liquidity. Since it's a weak high, it has failed to cause the internal break of structure. Then after the sweep and then mitigation of supply, you wait for order flow shift, targeting the weak swing internal low. That's another way you can get involved with the shorts. For longs, uh, but they also, I had forgotten. Also, you can still, since order flow, we can see order flow is bearish. So this is the current fractal high. This is the fractal low. So price is within this range. You can anticipate that this high is going to hold and the price could target this low. So you can wait for the pullback to supply and then you short. But you can see this red zone. It means it's a zone that was formed on the Asian session on low volume hours. You want to trade from zones that have been formed on high volume hours. So if you want to be aggressive, you can short from this supply, anticipating that price is forming this order flow for price to target the internal low. So you can wait for price to pull back to the supply and then short. Or you can wait for price to pull back, sweep the Asian highs, even the Asian high, then wait for order flow shift, and then you can short now from the fresh session supply that will have formed after the sweep, after the order flow shift, the bearish charge plus the demand failure, confirming supply is in control. Then you short from here, targeting the weak internal low. So that's all, or that's all I can explain on how you can get involved with shorts. If you want to get to be involved with longs, then since for phase currently longs are phase B. Phase B are best from the extreme demand. But you see, this is a huge swing range. So it's best to rely on the price action that is forming on the right side, on the pullback. So what you can do, since the current high to be broken to catch phase A is this high, and once price breaks this high, this will be the strong low. So you can wait for price now to pull back, and then you catch the long. Or you can wait for price to break and close below the low, then you wait for internal to shift bullish, or you can wait for maybe price to form maybe a smaller internal range, then wait for it to shift bullish. But then if price forms a small internal range, then you long. It can be a pullback to this larger internal range, or this internal structure could just remain bullish until price takes out the weak swing high. Longs from here will be phase A. But they currently the only way I can advise for longs is waiting for phase A, or waiting for now the swing to switch bullish. Then you try to catch the swing higher low. That's the only way I can advise to look for long. Trying to long from just fractal structures currently, it's really aggressive, considering even also price this high is coming from mitigation of daily supply. Price could now be targeting the weak for our internal low, which is also the daily weak fractal low. So it's best to wait for significant structure, like internal structure or the internal boss, then look for longs from here. I don't think there's something else I've missed. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment. That's all for today's video. I wish you all a wonderful and a blessed day. Please like this video. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and also press that notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you may get notified. And also, I've left my a link on the description of even on this video. So if you want to join my Telegram channel, you can join through that link. So bye.